Hello and welcome. Today I have someone very special with me. His name is Vaughn. And in the last few months, in fact, just over a little over 6 months now, he's closed over 300,000 US dollars, a little over 400K. How did he do it? What is his journey? Let's talk to him. So welcome, Vaughn.
How are you, Dev?
I'm good. I'm good. So where are you actually calling in from today, right now?
Brisbane, Australia.
Yeah, Brisbane, Australia. That's a very typical start of how I say, where you're calling from. It's like I'm on the phone with you, but I'm actually seeing you here, right?
Yeah.
So what this is all about is people want to know, Vaughn, how did you close that 400K, 300 something thousand US? So to get the numbers right, what is the total sales you've closed so far and in how long? Can you share that with us?
Sure. Actually, I started in February this year, 2021. So the 20th of February, that is. And to this day, actually, I've closed in Australian dollars. It was $418,000. So in USD dollars, I think it's around 330 something dollars to date. One, yeah, my package sizes were around $2,000 to $3,000 each sale. So.
Fantastic. And that's from Feb till, and now it's October. So we're talking about 7-8 months here. Fantastic. How do you feel about all this, Vaughn?
Unbelievable. What a journey. You know, my background's construction, so I was really happy to lead that into something and that I really wanted to pursue, and actually becoming good at it. It's really paying off. Yeah.
Great. And how does your wife and family feel about you now moving from construction into closing deals over the phone, making 6-figure sales? How does your family feel about this?
Oh, how do I feel about it? I think it's a question as well. You know, I was working away in the mines 3 and 1, so I was only coming back 1 week a month. But now working in a job that I can work in an office not far from home, or I can even work at home if I like. If I don't need to go into the office, I have that flexibility and now get to spend every day at home or come home every night and see my family till the morning. So that's it's just been just incredible. It really has.
So that's how you feel. What about your wife? What has she mentioned to you? Oh, this life is great. Or what did she say to you now that you were able to do this?
Oh, well, God. She just loves me being home. This has just been really healthy for us in our relationship and our family. You know, they absolutely love it. Words can't express the feeling that they've gone through me making this choice and changing careers completely and being home to have them in my life every day and not being away from them. So yeah, absolutely incredible.
Nice. And you know, it's important to keep the wife happy as well. But let's take a bit of a step back a little bit. Okay. So you said in Feb you had started. Okay. So in the month of Feb, were you already closing? Were you sort of what kind of results were you getting at that time when you started in the month of Feb?
So it was a funny one, actually. So never being in sales again, never being in sales, landing my first influencer, the office wasn't actually available yet. So he was training me at his own house, which was about 2 weeks it was in his living room, which was pretty cool. And it was really a lot of one-on-one until we got to the office. So really it was kind of the end of February we moved into the office. But to backtrack, the first week I started training, on the 3rd day, I actually closed 2 deals. I couldn't believe it. 3rd day.
So when it was the 3rd day of training with whom?
With Neil. So he's my manager.
Okay. So when you started with your work in the 3rd day training, you started closing. That's great. So question here is, if you already started closing in your 3rd day, why look for mentorship? Why did you think of actually joining me and coming into this mentorship?
Yeah, that's not hard to answer at all. So Dev, I really look, you were my team leader back in Dan Lock days when I did my high ticket closing course then, and I need that mentorship going on for me to sharpen my skills and get better, because I think I was only about 6 weeks in. Even though I was doing well, I knew I could do better. I was at that hump, and that's why I came to you. I needed to get better than what I was doing, because I just knew something. I was off. I wasn't consistent. I was a little bit all over the place. I was struggling with objections and things like that, and that's really why I needed to have you as helping me out along the way. So yeah, it's been absolutely great having you there and being a part of your community too.
Great. And it's been wonderful having you as well. You've taken a lot of actions, you've got results. And how did you feel as soon as you joined? How fast, if you can go back in time a little bit in the month of February, as soon as you joined the mentorship with me doing sales, how fast did you get your results?
God, it accelerated just 4 times. You just completely took me over that hump, and then it was like the stock market just went completely up every day. Oh, well, because I'm all about improving myself, but that's where your mentorship really came in handy here. That's where I really needed you the most, is to give me direction as well, which I need, and these Sunday Zoom meetings as well that we have, which has really helped. It's just absolutely awesome.
That's good. So Sunday meetings are great, and you show up every time, which is fantastic as well. But let's be a bit more specific, okay? Because users might be like, you know what, I want to know a little bit more specifics. So when did you see, like you said, before you joined the mentorship, you were with another person, like your boss, and within 3 days you closed the sale. When you joined the mentorship, do you remember within how many days did you close that first deal, and what was that deal size that you closed? Do you remember?
When I first started?
When you first started in the mentorship, yeah.
Oh God. So with your mentorship, I was the very first close. It was one of the biggest sales actually. So it was a $3,000, well, just under a $3,000 package. It really built my confidence too. After that, you're pretty proud of yourself, and then you becoming consistent over time too, and then your confidence even comes up a bit more, and before you know it, then it's
I can see that right now, like it's going that way. But again, really specific. How long do you remember? Did it take you 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months to get that first sale, which was really big? Do you remember?
It only took a week.
Oh, it took a week. Oh,
yeah.
Great. I actually didn't even know that. Now I know that now. So well done. Actually, I knew that because you posted your wins and you've been posting your wins regularly as well. Now, fast forward 4 or 5 months, right? You started from like the first deal, which was like almost $3,000, you said. Now you're getting $5,000 days.
That's right.
And you've also become the top salesperson, sales closer in your company multiple times in like over the years in across months. Talk to us about that. What is that journey? How do you feel getting those kind of recognition and bringing back, those big checks? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh, look, it's an amazing achievement. I was really proud of myself. I put in the hard work, don't get me wrong, and the long hours. For someone that didn't have any sales experience behind them whatsoever, up against men that have been in sales for years in different industries, coming over to the men's health clinic, which I work for. So I'm up against guys that have been in it 20, 30 years in sales, and I'm just outrunning everyone. And I had that 2-3 months in a row. I was top salesman. Don't get me wrong, I just scraped getting to that top by one other guy, but the other guy was one of the managers for the Sydney office. So yeah, it was just absolutely amazing achievement. I was making 5K days, which we were getting our bonuses. And to make a 5K day, sometimes you've got to close it depending on what you can bring in, you might even have to close 5 or 6 deals a day to get there. But if you close the big ones, it may only be 2 or 3. So yeah, great achievements. So on top of that, I also achieved, which no one's done yet, I achieved $10,850, something like that, for a day. And no one's achieved that sort of amount in one day yet since I've been here. Have been close, but no one's achieved that yet. So I'm pretty happy about that too.
Wait. Can you repeat that again?
$850.
$850 a day.
In a day.
And
Yeah.
you've broken the record. No one's ever done that.
No one's ever done that. I think it was about 7. There was about 10 pitches in total, and 7 of them were yeses, closes. Yeah.
That's excellent. So from coming in new into sales closing to actually competing with people who's been there 10, 20 years, you are now beating records, coming first every single month for many months, and you've hold the record now, 10,850 a day. Fantastic.
I still hold that record. Yeah, correct. And so also what really helped is there was one Zoom meeting that was every Zoom meeting is valuable, but this one.
Which Zoom? Sorry, with whom was this Zoom? Sorry.
With you.
Oh,
it was on Sunday,
in the mentorship. Yeah. You mean? Okay.
Yeah, it was one that you taught us how to record how many pitches we do for the day, how many yeses, how many nos, put in net cash and gross sales, and I thought, wow, what an awesome way to kind of log in what you're doing each day and throughout the pitches, because you can actually see there your progression through the day. And I've used it ever since, for months now, and it's really worked. It's actually helped me through all my sales. I use it to this day. I feel lost without using that. I can't remember what you call it, like a metric, but yeah, it's quite good.
We'll keep it as a secret.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to release any of those. Yeah.
The secret. All right. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Yes, we've got all this great energy. We're bringing in the money, but it wasn't always this way, right? You said you worked hard, you work long hours. It's mostly in the time when people are feeling like really low, people are trying to close. What would be that moment that you were feeling really low, and how did you come out of it so you could then start closing deals again? This is while you're closing. There were moments where you can't close, you can't get a sale. How did you come out of that moment so you can start closing again?
Oh God, I've had plenty of low moments in sales, I tell you. Especially there was one week specifically, I made not one deal at all throughout the whole week. And I was grinding a lot of hours, doing a lot of pitches. I was getting no after no after no. I knew I was in a real slump. Sure enough, it was when I missed a couple of your Zoom meetings. I came back to the Zoom meeting and then straight back up again. Just goes to show that you really I need more than ever, I need that ongoing mentorship to keep me sharp. It's hard to be on all the time, but to keep myself consistent is really what I need to do. I don't need to have the foot on the accelerator all the time, but if I can keep myself consistent, I usually get pretty good results. So yeah, I have a lot of low moments, but I seem to pick myself up by just coming back on, going over what we've learned, and also moving forward too, and keep learning as well. Yeah. Being consistent. Yeah.
That's good. You've been able to pick up yourself, and you're consistently taking action, and that's the difference, in actually getting results and not getting results. There's nothing in between. Either you get results or you don't get results at all. And that's action. What would you say to people who are out there thinking, hey, I don't know if I can close. I don't know if I can find an influencer. I don't know if what would you say to them? Because when you started, you came from construction, not in sales in construction, to now actually, in a health industry, but doing sales in health, right? So what would your takeaway be for others, or guidance be for someone who's sort of wanting to do something that you've already done?
Look, I think that's a really good question, Dev, because I thought this. I think everyone goes through this at the very first time when meeting an influencer. They just don't know where to start, especially once you've had all the training, everything. It's like you come to a pause and it's like, where do I start? What do I do? So look, it wasn't easy to begin with, but I was still looking. I was looking for influencers. Went through a couple of them. I wasn't just going to take anything. Something had to sound right to me. And the third one that I saw, I went to, had an interview, and it just kind of, I just rolled with it, really. I was actually talking to you around that time too. You gave me the confidence because, we've had relationship in the past. Being you actually mentoring me back in the days of Dan Locke, which really helped. And you talked a bit about that too back then. So look, I think you just got to do it. It's like any job. Even in the same industry, what do you do for when you look for a job? You just go and look, you just go and approach, because if you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. You're not going to get anything. So same, you're going to move to another industry, really doesn't matter. It's just kind of the same thing. Just put your foot forward and try until you land something, and then your confidence really starts growing from there. But keep role playing, while you're looking, keep yourself sharp and ready, because an influencer doesn't want a mediocre closer. They want someone that they know that can close. So that's why it's really important to show them what you've got when you're ready.
That's a really powerful statement. You've said that an influencer doesn't want a mediocre closer. No one wants to have someone average on the team. It's either great or world class, right? And what you've said is that consistency. You said role play. Talk about a little bit about how the role play within our sessions that we're doing benefited you.
Oh, great. Look, I hate role plays. I'm not going to lie, but they're really needed to get better. There was one session that you did that you reversed roles, which really stumped me, and it really opened my eyes quite a lot. And it actually helped me when I went back to work on the Monday, because I looked at it from another perspective on the clients, the customers, the prospects that we actually pitch to, that we're selling to or talk to. And when you're looking at it from the other side, it gives you just think, oh, okay, now how would I like to be talked to, and what type of questions would I like to be asked when I'm on their side. So role playing is important. You can't get any good without it, really. So what more can I say?
You can't get any good without it. That's a line, man. Write it down. That's good. I like that. Now, you spoke about something as well. You use that word multiple times. Confidence, right? You're a guy who's pretty confident, like people look at you and, you come across very confident. You're on camera, you're speaking, but still you use the word that you actually got a lot more confidence with this. Talk to us a little bit more, like, when someone looks at you, Vaughn, you're pretty confident, but yet you're thinking that your confidence needed improvement. What is that? And can you share with us, what was that confidence like before and what is it now?
Oh, sure. So just to take it back a little bit, in life, I'm pretty confident. When I was in construction, I'm pretty confident, especially when it's face to face dealing with men all day. But then I came into an era now that it's about digital technology and videos and speaking to multiple people on cam, and that wasn't easy for me. That took me a bit to really build that sort of confidence up, and even taking a video of myself and posting it, that, I'm taking the video, I'm looking at the phone, I'm like, oh, that's not good. Then I delete it, then I do it again, and I'm doing a video 20 times before I actually send it, and I'm happy. Now I'm at that confidence level where I just take the video raw and I'm happy with it and I send it. I don't even need to look at it. And I think, it takes time to build that, but the only way to build it is to do it and to take action.
Fantastic, man. If I was to say, what are your top 3 things that you would get someone to do and encourage them or implement or do whatever, top three, okay, for them to be able to close deals and make deals like you, $300,000, $400,000, what would that top three things be?
Well, the first one's easy. Mentorship. I'd certainly recommend them to come to yourself, without doubt. You've got the proven results already. What more do I need to say to that? I wouldn't be with you or under you, listening to your advice every moment I can, and even having these personal one-on-one visits too, if I knew it wasn't going to work and it's working, it's really helping me out. So thank you, Dev. I really do appreciate that.
Thanks a lot.
Look, hard work is certainly one. Being consistent. Sorry, again, what are the top three things that,
what are the top three things you would encourage someone to do that they can close and they can make deals like you, 300, 400K? So number one, you said was mentorship. And what would be number two and three?
Look, it's how much you want it. You got to take action. If you want it, you're going to do good, without a doubt. Hard work always outperforms talent. Usually, when talent is not there. So look, talent is important, but hard work always outperforms talent. I think Mike Tyson proved that. He said that as well when he was fighting and he was heavyweight champion of the world. Look, consistency, I think, good habits. It's easy to have that lower self really coming in. I've been through it. I'm sure everyone's been through it. I know some very successful people that go through it, multi-millionaires that have that lower self, and they want to quit, but they don't. They do so well because they just keep fighting forward, and you've got to learn to fail. That's the only way we're going to improve, I think. So yeah, just keep going forward and really not looking back, and take risks. Really take risks. If you don't, you just don't know.
That's fantastic. You actually gave 5 pointers there.
Yeah, sorry, calculate.
No, that's good. That's good. So if you want to look at what those 5 are, just rewind and watch it again. But you can see this is sort of like pretty raw. It's just you're thinking on the fly. I'm asking on the fly, and that's what I like. It's like unprepared. It brings out the real feeling of what your results are, what you're feeling, and this is what I like about you. Vaughn, you're there in the moment, happy to share, happy to take the action, happy to take the risk, and you're consistent as well. So fantastic. And how would people actually find you, Vaughn, if they wanted to get in touch with you and learn more? Hey, Vaughn, can you help me a little bit on the side and all that stuff? How would people find you?
Look, I don't have a YouTube channel or anything like that, but if anyone really wanted to find me and have a talk to me, they can come through you, Dev, anytime.
All right, great, perfect. Thanks a lot, Vaughn, and all the best. I wish you more and more closes. And one last question: you've now reached the $400,000 mark. What's your next goal that you want to reach in terms of closing?
My next goal is to look for bigger packages. That's really to next level up. I've been working with this company the whole time now. So I really want to level up and actually look for something bigger, something more, something that'll really give me a bit more run for my money and
Fantastic. The confidence is just so much, like from not able to go in sales. Now you're like, I can close and I want higher ticket deals. This is just amazing. So well done. I wish you all the best, Vaughn. And thanks for sharing so much, very open today as well. And good luck. And we'll make another one when you reach that $1 million close. Okay, we got a deal?
Thank you, Dev. Yeah, very much so.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right, bye.
A, B, C, always be connected.